Welcome back, guys. Just doing a quick overview on the old plow truck here, the old 06 Z71. It's running the 5.3. I meant to go over this a while back, but never got an opportunity here. So just a quick run through 06 Z71. I did upgrade the suspension to a rough country 2.5 level lift, so it gives it a nice ride. It's really cushy, even though the torsion bars are cranked up a little bit. It can go up higher, but I keep it at that. I also have the airbags in the back for extra load, so when I'm towing the car trailer and stuff like that. I got my easy access back here to these guys, just kind of air them up and down. My backup camera, and of course the floodlights for when I'm plowing. I just got it in reverse and the ignition on, so it'll show. And I wired up my camera so it's manual, so when I turn it on, it's always on. So it's always running, and it'll light it up all the way behind me, about 20 feet or so, with both of those floods running. Plow hookups right here between the seats, so I can just grab it and just flip through it as I'm plowing and shift with my right. So always got one hand handy there, pretty fast. Pop the hood. I run dual batteries, but I just tether them together. So I've just got a tether lead that goes from one battery over here straight over, just got it secured in there, run right over the other Optima. They do just fine, never had any issues with it. I don't run an isolator or anything, I just tether them together. Pretty simple there. The only thing I've done to this truck as far as maintenance is the alternator eventually, because the alternator takes a little bit of extra load when we're plowing, so that one needed to be replaced this year. And my transmission finally started having some weird issues, so I went ahead and had it rebuilt. It wasn't having major issues, but I started noticing stuff. So when I hadn't had that rebuilt, so she's good to go again. It's got a shift kit in it, works great. And I still got the Summers on there, the Mickeys. Got these in 2019. Still got lots of tread. Starting to get a little dry crack in here, but yeah, that's 5-6 years down the road on these guys, and they're still in nice shape. So I'll get at least a couple more years out of those, and I'll put my winters on here pretty soon. And yeah, just basic overview. She's got the limited slip in the rear, dual exhaust, so it runs a little better flow, and I use a K&N air filter. I keep the stock box. I don't do the cold air intakes because it already vents through the fender on all the Chevys. They come right out the side, and it sucks air from underneath the fender down here, so it actually pulls from cold already, so it doesn't really need a cold air intake. It's really unnecessary, but yeah, short and sweet. She's ready to run. Got my train horns back here. They're kind of hidden behind the grill, really tough to see. Got a bunch of fog lights back there, and then my hookups, last but not least, they're just tucked behind the bumper here in the slot, so I just pull them out of there and hook them up. So really easy, I don't have to see them. And then the plug-ins and the hookups for the mount for the system actually comes off, so the bracket comes off. There's a separate bracket that locks in, and then it's got a scoop that hangs down. That's removable on the Westerns Ultra mounts. So really cool. I got all my ground clearance on the front. I don't have to sacrifice any of that. And of course I got my LEDs on. They're running because the ignition's on. Yeah, that's about it. And then haven't had any really issues with the front end. I did replace all the ball joints and stuff with heavy duty Moog stuff, or Precision now is what they run. Yeah, drive axles have been great. Pretty easy on my equipment, so I don't really run it hard. But owner operator, so it's a little better for me too.